Hello. Welcome back to my Dragon Age Let's Play. Um, here we go. So, I think we're gonna start out by sitting in judgment of people.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Do I really need to oversee even more death? I'm nearly at capacity.
I share your distaste for more bloodshed, but it needn't come to that. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Alright, let's do it. I don't know who you got for me.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
I thought I was kind of doing that.
You recall Gerion Alexius of the Winter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination, on your own knife, no less. De Winter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former Magister as you see fit.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Honestly, you deserve to die just for that, chin hair.
You swore to the mages you'd help them. I will have you uphold that promise. Fiona will take charge of you. Any knowledge, favor, or coin you own will go towards the mage's future.
A headsman would have been kinder.
Yeah, probably would have. But you suck and I hate you, so. Neat. Alright. There is no one else for me to judge. So, I don't know if you noticed. I changed my outfit. It's still not really what I would want, but it's better than those stupid pajamas. We've got a new war table mission about my clan, so we're gonna go do that. Whoop. Okay, here it is. Protect clan Lavellan. So, if you pick Josie, they all die. If you pick
My
Leliana,
scouts report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
they all die. If you pick Cullen, they do not die.
To work?
Excellent. So now let's run around and talk to our friends. Hey, Josie.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
It certainly wouldn't do for the Inquisition to appear overly shabby.
We've only just now convinced everyone we are precisely what Thedas requires. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
I keep feeling that fire's heat on the back of my neck, too.
Indeed. But you're the one who led us to safety. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Thanks, babe.
I'd be delighted if you could conjure up a marble bath within the next hour.
I'll attempt to add that to the list.
Okay. Varric.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
Honestly, I'd rather fight an ancient Darkspawn with a pet archdemon than deal with that hole in the sky. At least you can kill Darkspawn.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawke even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawke. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawke's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Let's hope Corypheus just turns out to be really good at playing dead.
That makes two of us. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
Brutally murdered is not really the same as unleashed upon the world, Varric.
In this case, it might be. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Oh, babe. Let's talk to you.
Hello, honored Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhald. Did my part on the walls, and now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know it's worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Another time.
I feel like he
Best
might
of the
be
vein,
voiced
Inquisitor.
by Gideon Emery. Okay. But I can't look that up and walk at the same time, so... Oop. Check this shit out. We sided with the mages. Corypheus attacked Haven.
Greetings.
I don't care.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Doubtful. Hey, babe.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius's son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
Are you alright?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Where is my new... Ooh, I just leveled up. Nice.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove...
You're taking over the duties of Maeve?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
Babe, where'd you go?
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
You are definitely not on the ground, my dude. Neat trick. Neat. Whip. Alright, now, through this door. It looks like something's going on. Nope.
There is something I wish to discuss, Inquisitor. My Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Tevinter.
Is that a note of distaste I detect, Mother Giselle?
I admit his presence here makes me uncomfortable, Inquisitor, but my feelings are of no importance. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
Familiar? We've never met, if that's what you're suggesting.
I'm suggesting nothing. I'm only curious whether you know of his... situation. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
I will do that, for sure. Alright. Also, I did look it up, and Gatsy is getting Emery, so... that was maybe a lot. That laugh. I've listened to 3 audiobooks narrated by him now. I've got a pretty robust
I ran into
understanding.
Fiona. Seems you have Alexius serving the mages. There's some justice in that after what he did to them. Maybe one day he'll realize it.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter.
I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical.
I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. We've
Oh,
never
babe.
talked about my family before. They're not happy with my choices, you see. Nor I theirs.
What choices? Leaving Tevinter?
That too.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Alright. So we'll do that, but probably not yet. I should have jumped. This door. This is where I want to go. Because I think maybe Cullen has something for me. Hey, what's up, boy?
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in Fall Redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Cool beans. I will do that. I am gonna... Whip! Oh hey, it's Maeve, my friend.
Thank you for saving my life, and giving us a chance to help. I'm mostly studying now, but Helisma can talk to you.
Babe. I love you.
Heard you found something that had to do with Wardens. Would have liked to have seen it. I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
If the history you pursue benefits the Wardens, then it was worth it.
You've proven yourself to be an honorable woman. Principled. I've great admiration for you, and I've never been more certain in my decision to join you.
Leliana makes sure my sordid secrets never come to light.
Well then, I won't pry. I prefer to go on believing only good things about you.
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Are you feeling all right? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
So, I accidentally did one of those when I was running around in the Hinterlands.
That monster. He's a magister.
But, only one, and it was an accident. Ooh, okay. Here's another thing. I did a thingamajig, war table mission, to unlock specializations. We're gonna be a knight enchanter.
Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training, and I would know my charge. I am your commander in this matter, Commander Helene.
Thank you for coming, Commander Helene.
Commander will suffice, recruit. I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. It is a life. Understanding its hierarchy is the first step. You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors, spectral blade in hand. How to command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. And we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task, a simple construction. Go, learn, and return. Soon you will lead from the front. Soon you will command.
Nice. So the other options are Necromancer and Fade. Rift Magician? Rift Mage? Rift Mage is what it is. But those aren't as good. Love me a Knight Enchanter.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool.
Hey, Grim.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
We'll talk later.
So that's cool. Ooh. Come on. There we go. Sarah's over here. I'm gonna read a book first. That was probably good.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Vershel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up, so I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Neat. I think Cole should be up here.
Thank you.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Listening.
Cute.
Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn. What was his name? tin jangle as the blood spills. Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes.
Oop.
It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute. You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
So you walk into their lives, make them feel better, and they just forget you?
Yes. It's better to help and then be gone. If I stay, it can be frightening.
For you or for them?
Yes. Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
An adorable little nugget. Hey, Cass.
Greetings.
Do you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon. What does it call itself? Cole. Tell it to leave. He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us. Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Okay.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Huh.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
But those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it...
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Thanks, Bull. That was cute. Okay, let's go back to Crestwood. Alright. What is that about? Damn from inside the keep. But there is... a thing up there. Barrack! Barrack. Hey, shit. Put your fucking armor on. Jesus. Alright. Alright, so...
Inquisitor?
Yo, what's up? You just like dudes? How do I get there? Hard to hide down. They actually released that book. That, I hated that. Felt bad on my eyeballs. Mm. Neat.
Any fresh gossip on Lady Janice?
Definitely.
Inquisitor.
Ah, piss.
We're, just catching up with each other after an assignment.
That part's fine. Just don't lock me out of my own keep.
No, Inquisitor. It won't happen again. I swear it.
Nose a little brown, Reeve.
Quiet, you.
If you're stuck in a swampy hellscape, I don't care if you take some time.
Definitely a spy. The question is for who?
I think it's Virantium.
Well, okay, it doesn't look like... Oh! There is fall damage here! Whoopsie daisy! Babe, I'm gonna need a barrier. Because I think... Hey, what's up?
Miller got caught in Vulture Van.
No.
She fooled them into thinking she's from the court in Valrior. They'll treat her well. For a while.
It's our fault for sending her out without a partner.
Are you saying one of our spies is compromised?
Yes, Inquisitor. Miller was captured in Vulture Van.
She was after valuable information. Perhaps arrangements could be made to bring her back.
Okay. There we go. I got that. Now, where am I going? These are good questions that I have. It is this way. I don't think I was wearing this last time, so I made some new armor and I tinted it real good.
Here. The mayor said the dam controls were through this gate.
It's so slippery, slimy. Is this the way that you want me to go? Yes, this is good. No, I'm not gonna climb now. So this is the way I need to go.
That building on the dam must be where we can open the floodgates.
So between the last episode and now, I did a little running around. Hey, where's my fucking party? Thank you! I ran around the hinterlands to... I don't know why I wouldn't need that. Does that just like go in the water? No. Okay. I was gonna say, this is nothing. I did a lot of quests. I tried not to do any of the companion e-quests. So, I did that one Grey Warden bullshit by accident. But I didn't do the let's kill someone for Cassandra quest. Even though I saw it. And I left the other Blackwall quest.
What in?
Don't mind us, just passing by.
The Inquisitor? We didn't know you were here, sir. Please don't tell anyone.
How did you get past the guards?
There weren't any when we got here.
We just heard you killed the bandits, your worship. We didn't know you were moving in, we promise. You won't tell people we were here, will you?
I see you couldn't resist the thrill of a decrepit pub.
There's nowhere else, sir. Everyone is crammed into the village.
Lonnie's parents would have a fit if they saw us. We'll have to wait an hour to go back. Your father will still be up.
I knew this was a mistake.
We could try the caves.
You hate spiders.
You find somewhere next time.
Yowza? This way. Is apparently the way I need to go. Okay. No need to hold it, I just need to press it.
That sounds like it worked. Let's take a look.
I was thinking about doing some for the Storm Coast, but I feel like a lot of those are also companion quests. I just feel like it's a lot of Blackwall running around trying to do stuff. So, I was thinking about doing that after this. Getting Alistair. Checking that box. And then doing these companion quests. This fade rift down there. So once that's kind of out of the way and done, I can do other side quests off camera and not be boring.
Oh look,
that's a fucking dragon.
What a perfect way to ruin our day.
There she go. She beautiful. There are also just like a bunch of side areas. Like little places to unlock that aren't plot related, really, aren't main plot related. What now? Like there is a swamp that I could go and save some missing Inquisition soldiers, but like that I don't have to in order to advance the plot. So I think maybe, in addition to doing the companion quests, that would be a good thing to do kind of in the interim. I didn't mean to do that. Look at that bad boy over there. Oops. Just loot that, please. Was that the rift? Let's come back here with souls, I think. No, huh? Just in terms of like plot and pacing, and how I think this whole thing should go. I like getting the warden. Technically it's Alistair, but should be Sybil. And then just kind of having her, and then doing the wicked eyes, wicked hearts. Ooh, that's a bad growl. Let's go. I don't mean Hawk. I mean Alistair. Well, this is fine. Is this the way out? Yes. Yes. Grabbing the warden. And then doing Wicked Eyes, Wicked Hearts, which is the Orlais, Valpleo, save Empress Celine, prevent a lot of Orlais bullshit. Can't do anything about this, huh? Bummer. There's my boy there. At least he followed. And then go kind of see the warden plot through to its end. Which you can do it in different orders. Like, that's totally doable. But narratively headcanons. That's the way I like it. And that's the way I would like it to be. Sorry, babe. I think I need Druplo hide. Sorry, boy. Ooh. Strong boy, my dude. Should go back to the war table before I finish this. No hide, huh? Bummer. Alright, well there's a rift over here. We should probably get that too. That's a hanged man. Got this loot, I guess. Something up here. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. It's just a book, huh? Is that Plants vs. Corpses? Is that a Plants vs. Zombies goob? Shit. I'm stuck. No, I'm fine. shouldn't be going that way. I should be going this way. I should be getting these. No, it's fine. We already killed him. Bad boy, huh? Arcane horror. Well.
So, Spartan, what do you think of the Inquisition so far?
It's interesting, I'll give you that. An archdemon attacking me is a first.
5 Royal says you'll see something weirder before the day ends.
I don't think I should take that bet.
Babe. Adorable. What is this? What's spy? Oh, here it probably is, huh? Yep.
Reinforcements!
More Templars. What would have happened if Corypheus hadn't
Yeah, that's fucking right. Die. Done with you. Bullshit. Neat. I mean, it's a pretty good spell. Never knit wool. I do kind of just want to get this. Boink. Alright. Let's go back this way. Well, hold on.
Hawk and the Warden should be inside.
This is it, huh? Well, I guess we're gonna do this and not that camp.
Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the Wardens should be at the back of the cave.
A group of Wardens were protecting a villager from corpses out near Crestwood.
They were likely hunting my friend. I'm glad they didn't come looking for people to help in here. They might well be good men. They've been given bad orders.
Alright, babe. Let's get some mushrooms first. As we do. Some obsidian. Examine the skull. This is my first time doing this with Alistair. This is exciting. Not canon, but exciting.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
I'm Alistair. It's an honor to meet you, Inquisitor, though I wish it were someplace a bit nicer.
Are you the Alistair who fought the Archdemon with the hero of Ferelden?
I need to change my name. Yes, that was me. War, betrayal, darkspawn, all lots of fun. And made for excellent stories, I'm sure. Nobody cares about that anymore. I answer to Warden Commander Clarel now. Like everyone else.
Most of you Wardens disappear. Then I run into a Darkspawn Magister named Corypheus. Do you think that one might have something to do with the other?
When Hawk killed Corypheus, the Wardens thought the matter resolved. But archdemons don't die from simple injury. I feared Corypheus might have the same power, so I started to investigate. I found hints, but no proof. And then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
I recall that being a bad thing. But I don't recall you telling me about all this.
It was a secret. A very dangerous one. I try to actually keep a few of my oaths to the wardens.
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
Well, wardens are tied to the Darkspawn. We're connected somehow. And eventually that connection poisons you. You get bad dreams, and then you start to hear the music. It calls to you, quiet at first. And then, so loud, you can't bear it. At that point, you say farewell, and go into the deep roads to die fighting. In death, sacrifice.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes, I think Corypheus caused this somehow. If all the wardens die, who will stop the next blight? That's what has them so terrified.
And then they do something desperate. Which is, of course, what Corypheus wants.
Is the calling they're hearing real, or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I have no idea. Before all this, I'd barely heard of Corypheus. I didn't even know he was supposed to be a magister until I started digging around. But right now, all that matters is the wardens are acting like they're going to die.
You said all the wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you?
Unfortunately, yes. When I'm talking or fighting, I can almost ignore it. But whenever things are quiet, I can hear it. It's like a song you can't get out of your head. Damned annoying, frankly.
How can Corypheus make all these wardens hear the calling?
I have no idea. I suppose it's part of what he is. Corypheus is tied to the Blight, and not just a product of it like most Darkspawn. Wardens are connected to the Darkspawn too. That's how he seems able to control wardens who get too close to him. And that's likely what he's doing here as well. Somehow.
So the wardens think they're dying and have stopped thinking clearly. That won't go well.
I saw what a Blight did to Ferelden. If wardens hadn't stopped it, there'd be no more invaders. Warden Commander Clarel proposed some drastic things, blood magic and such, to prevent further blights before we die. I protested. Maybe too loudly. And Clarel sent guards and... well, here I am. Wardens were gathering here, in the western approach. It's an old Tevinter ritual tower. I'm going to investigate. I could use some help.
Let's go.
So we won't be doing that for a while.
We should get to that ritual tower in the western approach. Ideally before it lives up to its name.
Was the hero of Ferelden involved in all this?
I'm not sure. After we defeated the Archdemon, she was made Warden Commander of Ferelden. She disappeared some time ago. Not long before I started investigating rumors of Corypheus. She may have joined the Orlesian Wardens after I had to flee. If so, hopefully she'll be on our side, but I wouldn't count on it. When we fought the Archdemon, she did things that... she walks a dark path.
Holy shit! I did not expect that! That's very good!
We'll talk later.
That's the game, really knowing what I did.
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the western approach. Though I fear what those answers will be. I've seen too much blood magic to ever trust where it leads.
Hawk, you're literally a fucking blood mage. Don't fucking give me that. That's bonkers. That's very exciting. That's a cool thing that just happened. Oh my god. My eyes are watering a little bit. She walks a dark path, for sure. You're right. Holy fuck. Oh
Let's go.
Alright, we're gonna set up this camp. And then we're gonna go back to Skyhold and check on the war table. And I think then maybe I'm gonna do some Crestwood side quests off camera. Because I definitely want to do that kind of last thing about the lake and that whole plot on camera. I think that's important. It's like kind of story relevant at least. But there's also just like a lot of bullshit to get through. Yes, I love having Silk Brocade give me more Silk Brocade. Is no one gonna say anything about how good your places will be? A little disappointing.
Nothing to report, sir.
Well, what's
Another
going on over
letter
here?
for Master Tetris? The Merchants Guild never gives up.
Adorable.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother. That does sound like her. Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention. You always do find the brighter side of things.
Yo,
We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Should I post more guards outside your room?
That should be unnecessary, Inquisitor. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
You're rather good-natured about threats of death and dismemberment.
They are chiefly bluster, Inquisitor. Most of them. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit, there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss.
Cute.
Right on the parlor floor. In front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Jennar still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard taint on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
No one else here has your experience, Josephine. Or your stories.
I'll try to curtail their length next time. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
Adorable. Well, now I am very much farther away. Wait, let me just check, make sure there's no quiz boy lurking in my closet. No, we're good. Whoop! This is my bedroom. I don't know what that's about. Oh yeah. I remember. Nice. So my clan's not dead. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Next time we will do some companion quests, open up some new areas, do a little bit of that, maybe finish up this whole business with Crestwood and its flooded lake town. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye!